Buying a travel trailer. Do you need additional insurance? Well, when you buy a travel trailer, something that you're going to pull with your vehicle, the question comes up once you get past the initial idea to buy something and commit to purchase it. You have to look beyond that, meaning that what are the associated costs with buying an item? So when you buy a travel trailer, you're going to have to register the travel trailer. And I asked myself, well, if I bought a travel trailer, do I also need additional insurance other than just my regular car insurance? So like everything in today's society, I Googled the question. And I pretty much got a consensus answer that no, you do not need additional insurance to cover you with regards to liability. Meaning that if, God forbid, you get into a car accident and your travel trailer crushes a car, you are covered with regards to liability. Your insurance company would cover the damage to the person's car you got into an accident with if it was your fault. The only thing your existing car policy will not cover is comprehensive, meaning that if you get into an accident and your travel trailer crushes another car, your car insurance will pay for the person's car you damaged, but they will not pay to replace your travel trailer unless you get supplemental additional insurance just for the RV. So again, if you get into an accident, your car policy, now you'll have to check with your own. I called my car insurance and I verified all these things. But from my research, I found that most, if not all, of car insurances will cover with regards to liability. But they will not cover the cost to replace your travel trailer if it gets lost, stolen, or damaged in a wreck. But that's good because the main concern is always liability, because liability can lead to lawsuits or, you can lose everything you have. So now the only thing you have to be conscious of is if it really got hairy, they may check, and they have the right to check, is if you're towing something within the capacity rating of your car. I saw that come up in some articles I read, and I would agree that you want to verify that. So if there was really like a full-blown investigation, and certainly there probably would be, that you were towing something, the travel trailer you were towing was within the rated capacity of your tow vehicle. Example, if you were towing 1,000-pound travel trailer and your car was rated for 2,000 pounds of towing capacity, you're good. However, if you were towing a 4,000-pound travel trailer and your car was only rated for a 2,000-pound towing capacity, you may be liable. So you have to check that and verify that. But part of this nomadic life, whether you're going to live in a car, van, or consider an RV, specifically a travel trailer, that's something that you have to look at, because everything in life, even purchasing a house, everything has what they call associated cost. And that's what gets you in life, the associated costs. And sometimes that's what scares me about buying property again, because I own property for 15 years, and it's not just how much the mortgage will cost you. It's how much is the liability insurance, the flood insurance, the property taxes, the HOA, the sewer tax. All the associated costs that aren't covered in a mortgage can sometimes bury someone in monthly payments and or liability, and that's how you get caught in the rat race of life. And what I've learned in this nomadic life, many people can get caught up in the euphoria of living free, and then they start to buy a travel trailer or motorhome or different things, and they don't account for the associated costs of campgrounds, of gas, of maintenance, of any insurance liabilities, etc. So count the cost of something before you do it. There's a scripture that says that before you do anything in life, it compared it to building a house. Count all the costs so that you will not look foolish when you get something, that you were prepared for as many scenarios as possible. And that's why I want to share this video, because I am looking to possibly add some comfort to my nomadic life or change up my nomadic life. I'm looking at buying a hybrid that can add the climate control at night, or maybe, but there's some variables with that. I look at a home base, but there's a lot of liability with that. A travel trailer is a good option. I just don't like having two of something, and I'm not really looking forward to towing something. But it is a cheaper way to add some comfort, especially if you get a small micro travel trailer if you're a single person. So I'm back to just looking at towing something again, just for the fact that, look, if you can get something cheap for $10,000 or under, there's really not many associated costs. If you have a camping membership such as the 1,000 Trails, and you could do it on the cheap. You're not going to spend too much extra in gas if you get something under 2,000 pounds towing. And now that I know I don't have to do insurance, I still think about it. I look at it. And I want to pass that information on to you to help you, because you have to evaluate all these things, especially if you're like me and you're trying to live as free as possible. You have to intentionally live free. You have to intentionally live below your means, because if you're not intentional, you're just going to go to a car lot, you're going to go to an RV dealership, you're going to go to a open house home viewing, and you're going to commit to all these things emotionally. And before you know it, you didn't have bad intentions, but because you didn't have intention, you got caught in a rat race and you signed agreements that now you're bound by. And now you will get caught up like 70% of Americans living paycheck to paycheck. It's so easy to do. It's so easy to do. I mean, I feel myself sometimes like can easily go back to that. So I have to be so diligent in that if I add something to my life, it's not bad that you're going to add something or buy something, because you should enjoy the fruits of your labor. However, everything you add has associated costs, okay? So you have to be conscious of that, and so as I always tell you guys, it's easy to add, it's hard to subtract, because once you get caught up in being obligated contractually to something and you're liable for it, you don't have an easy exit strategy, because liquidating things are not as easy as acquiring things. That's what I've learned in my life, and that's what I want to share with you. So if this helped you guys, I appreciate if you click that thumbs up button, share the video. Also, subscribe if you're not. Check out my playlist and check out my Patreons. Thank you for all my Patreons, and thank you for everyone who watches my videos and supports them. And I hope they help you in some way. All right, guys? So peace, love, stay positive, and I will see you guys in the next video.